Waterford, Virginia, 2017. CYDONIA Institute researcher George HAAS is combing through satellite images of Mars when he spies a discernible shape. It appears to be the image of another face. Unlike the original so-called face on Mars, discovered in 1976, this face appears in profile, similar to that of the Badlands Guardian.
So in this area called Utopia, in a huge impact crater, is the profiled face that has a beard, a mustache, and he's wearing a helmet that has an avian headdress. When the bearded profile on Mars is compared to the Badlands Guardian, we see the same type of profile. Both incorporate avian iconography. One has a headdress of feathers, the other one is wearing a headdress that incorporates an entire bird. I think the culture that produced these formations on Mars had a direct relationship to the human race.
Is an ancient story being told through geoglyphs that exist both on Earth and on our closest neighboring planet? And if so, what happened to those responsible for writing it?
Perhaps civilization on Mars was destroyed. Or perhaps civilization began on Mars and then moved to Earth. Earth was, in a sense, seeded by a Martian civilization, and that is why we have similar structures on Mars and on planet Earth.
So with the discovery of the face on Mars, is it possible that it's acting as a clue? It's telling us that somewhere here is evidence of a lost civilization that existed on the red planet perhaps millions of years ago. That's a very tantalizing possibility, and it's one that I know that every scientist going to Mars wants to answer.
Maybe these geoglyphs were all part of some global memorial that was built by some unknown extraterrestrial culture that has to do with human origins and is telling the story of where we came from and possibly where we may be going.
You have to ask, is there something in common between the people that were making these geoglyphs? And the answer is that they all have similar stories in these earthly civilizations. They're in contact with star beings, celestial beings that came to Earth and are assisting humanity. They lived with us, they interacted with us, then they left.